Quick question for y'all, real quick question. And I want some honest answers. Should men, in particular, have kids after 40? Do y'all think it's appropriate? Do y'all think it's too late? Do y'all think it's questionable? Do y'all think it's a reach? Do y'all think it doesn't matter, to each his own? I really want to get y'all feedback on this, because me personally, at 50, I am definitely looking to have more children. I have two daughters who are 23 and 20, and they're from the same woman, which is my ex-wife, but I've always wanted around 7 children since I was a little kid. As long as I can remember thinking about, seriously having children or wanting children, whatever, I've always had that number in my head. But I will say that at the least, I definitely would like my son, because I don't have a son yet, and I would definitely like another little girl. I would love to have another little girl. But it's interesting, in light of what I see for myself and the vision I have for my family expanding, when I talk to both men and women, some even in their 30s, they'll say, "Man, you still want to have kids?" And some of them are in. I've talked to women, 28, 27, who have one child and like, "No, I'm done. I don't want no more." Now I know with women, they change their feelings and their take on things all the time. So the same woman that's saying, "No, I don't want no kids at 20 or no more kids at 27." At 33 can be talking about, "Oh no, I want twins and I want 3, 4 more kids," or whatever. But I hear different things from different age groups, and it's interesting. But one thing I will say, that in addition to it being quote unquote interesting, what I notice is some people just have a block on their mind where they think that after a certain age, whatever that age is in their mind, it could be 30 for some people, it could be 40, it could be 50, it could be 60, right? Some people will say, "No, after 30, I'm not interested in having no more kids," or after 40. And for me personally, I'm like, listen, I'm in the best shape I've probably ever been in my life, all across the board. I have so much wisdom, energy, character, principles, love, respect, and leadership and power to put on display for my children. When I say power, I'm talking about that true power of, as a man, having dominion over not just your woman's life, but your family. And being that force to be reckoned with, that your family, has complete faith in your ability to lead them to success and not to slaughter. And that's why it's so important for men like myself, who may not even be my age. You may be in your 30s, you could be in your 20s. But even if you, like myself, in your 40s or your 50s, you're gonna need a certain type of woman that, no matter what her age or what age group she belongs to, she understands and knows that as long as you have the mind, body, and spirit to be the right father and man figure for this child or children, your age shouldn't matter. But I talked to a young lady, she was doing my nails, and she was like, "You want kids?" She was like, "But you 50, you old." And I just smiled. And I said, "No, young lady, I'm not old at all." I said, "In fact, if you must know," I said, "I started running marathons when I was 40 years old." in addition to that, I said, I'm healthy as an ox. You know what I mean? So, and I said I have so much to offer my child or children that come into this world. To protect them from a lot, to really shower them with so much of this love that I have inside of me, and so much of this strength and wisdom and knowledge and patience, and overall manhood. And so, I asked y'all that question. What do y'all think about it? What do y'all think is a cutoff age? And just be honest, because I'm not, the guy to sit here and be like, oh, you wrong, and you wrong, and you wrong, you wrong, because everybody's going to state their perspective or their opinion from how they see their own life. So whatever y'all say in the comments, it's not going to have me upset. If you say, oh, nah, 50 way too old, man, you need to hang it up, you should, that's your opinion, right? I respect it, I don't have to agree with it, but for, me to just hear evenly on all, people from all different walks of life, all across the world, giving me their feedback, telling me, hey, nah, I don't think you're too old. Oh, I don't think it's too old to be 50 or 60. If you can physically and mentally, you have inside, you have that strength that you're going to need, and the patience you're going to need with raising a baby at 50. And for me, I'll tie my little son, my son, and be, I quite honestly, I think I'm going to have twins, a boy and a girl. I think that's going to be next for me. But, and even if so, if God would have blessed me with that, man, listen, they mama would be asleep. I'll have both of them chilling with me. Both of them chilling with me, with their bottles or whatever, and I'm watching a movie, or I'm sitting in my backyard chilling. And then when their mom wake up, here, she was like, she'd be like, you was up with them for I was like, yeah, I was up with them. And they fell back asleep when you woke up, you know what I mean? I already see it for myself. So I'm not, no matter what y'all say or anybody else say, new child is having more children.